For those of you guys that haven't been paying attention or aren't aware, we're about to talk about Melanie Mac, guys. That's right. How many of you guys remember that? Well, this stick of wood. Long stick. But just for some context here and stuff like that, here, I want
so
people...
this video
I
has
did
been...
not mean to start that. That was my bad. But anyways, just for some context here and to remind people where this all began. Goonergate. Yeah, a lot of this started at Goonergate. A lot of this came from Goonergate. A lot of the situations we're dealing with originated from Goonergate. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because during Goonergate, Melanie Mac took a very hardline position against Gooners in general. Now, obviously, we use the term Gooner not as the actual meaning of Gooner. It's just people that like attractive women in video games or anything like that. But she drew a hard line on the games like The First Descendant or anything like that and said that that is porn. And she will not be supporting it. And she will not like people like promoting it or anything like that, which nobody was asking her to promote it or support it. They just wanted her to let people play games that they wanted to play. But the reason I bring up the whole notion of porn is because Melanie Mac has made the stance that porn must be banned. If she calls something porn, that is her calling it to be banned. Simultaneously, this then led into, well, a myriad of a frickin' storm. Like, let's be fair here. Goonergate was a nightmare scenario filled with all sorts of just nonsense. But we did end up seeing how a lot of people interact online and, well, who they actually were. It did kind of weed out a bunch of insane individuals. And Melanie Mac was one of the people that everybody pretty much just admitted is a nutcase. Like, you can't be going around screaming that frickin' The First Descendant is porn and is bad for you and blah, 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 blah. All while at the same time promoting games like Lollipop Chainsaw or Marvel Rivals or anything else that has very provocative images of women in it. You can't do those things, okay? People can see right through that. Well, since then, I have like the Goonergate tweets all pulled up here, obviously. You know, you have oh, actually, no, this wasn't Goonergate. This was just last week. Ha! A reminder that Sydney Sweeney takes her clothes off for money and is a glorified prostitute. Just because she makes liberals mad doesn't mean we should be propping her up as a conservative icon, which I don't know anybody that was actually doing that. But yeah, just last week, she decided to go on these entire rants again, taking those hardline stances that don't make any logical sense, are filled with some inconsistencies, especially when you take into account Melanie Mac's own Instagram posts, her Twitter posts, her own thoughterry, what she dresses as. Nothing was adding up there. Okay, nothing was adding up. Well, this brings us to something that happened just recently. I think it's actually this one. I think it's this one. And yep, right here, this one. What a show. My Chemical Romance rocked. And normally, I'd be over here being like, hey, you know what? On any normal day with any other person, I'd be over here saying, yeah, I don't give a shit. Go to the My Chemical Romance stuff. Problem is her stances on things. That's the problem here. Because her stances are, if it's anti-Christian, it's bad. I don't think My Chemical Romance is a super Christian group. I don't think they promote Christian values. And correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. She made it impossible for her to like anything. Yep, she did. But correct me if I'm wrong. I had somebody tell me this. I'm just gonna double check real quick. My Chemical Romance lead singer. I'm doing this. I don't know. I don't want that one. I want to know. I want to know. There. I want to know. Okay. Yep, that's what I wanted to know. I heard it said, but I didn't know for sure. The lead singer, Gerard Wade, I probably butchered that. Gerard Wade uses both he, him, and they, them pronouns. Oh. Well, kind of hypocritical there, Melanie. Kind of screwed up in the head right there. I mean, you're promoting somebody that obviously promotes gender ideology that you don't like. You are supporting a group that supports child murder, child mutilations, all that stuff. And the reason why I'm taking that stance is because she made this stance her stance. I'm only holding her to the stance she herself has applied to everybody else. To herself, to everything. This is her stance. Yeah, she's over here at a My Chemical Romance thing. Quarterback Garrett apparently went to the My Chemical Romance concert. Guess what? I didn't care that Quarterback went because Quarterback isn't out here trying to shame people for liking things that he doesn't like. He might make fun of it here or there, but guess what? He's not trying to ban people from doing things he doesn't like. He's not trying to destroy people's lives or what they enjoy for liking these certain things. But you love this. I mean, you're almost 40 years old and you're over here on My Chemical Romance, so yeah, you actually have that look. But I'm pointing this out because I like My Chemical Romance. And I just want to bring us over here to this. Reminder, guys, I'm turning off the background music for this. Everything Melanie Mac has stated. How you shouldn't be playing these gooner games, how Sydney Sweeney's a gooner, and how she's gonna stand by her principles, even though she's gonna constantly be getting all shit. She's gonna go out there and debate other people. For frick's sakes, before we do this, she went on frickin' Michael Knowles. She went on Michael Knowles to defend her stance on Sydney Sweeney. She has all this. She goes to My Chemical Romance, and she has this to say after the fact.
Dude, I don't get it how people will dictate if they listen to a band based on personal politics. It's so weird.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute before we get further into this, because it's about to get a doozy. You don't understand how people won't engage with a product because of their personal politics. Doesn't this sound familiar? I feel like we've been down this road before, guys. I feel like we've had this exact discussion before on Goonergate, when people just wanted to be free to play their booby games or not play the booby games without anybody crying about it, despite what their political beliefs say. But no, Melanie, you had to put your own bullshit in there and start freaking out that people wanted to play something because it wasn't aligning with your values, because it wasn't aligning what you believed. Man, I feel like that's weird, guys. I feel like that's weird. Why has shown solidarity with the transgender community and has spoken about his own struggles with gender identity. The band has also been known to embrace the queerness within their fan base. Good to know. Guess what? I like My Chemical Romance. I like Black Parade. I mean, I don't know anybody that doesn't like Black Parade. Let's be fair here. But like, anybody else, I'd have no problem with them having this stance. You, however, Melanie, I have a problem. But hey, we're only 10 seconds into this minute and 39-second video. So let's see how much worse this gets.
I went to a My Chemical Romance concert last night. Amazing, by the way. And a lot of the comments that I get are like, don't you know they're liberals? Don't you know they support this ideology and that ideology that you don't? And it's like, am I supposed to care? The music sounds good.
But what about the First Descendant? You made this whole fucking stink about games like The First Descendant. Later on, you made a stink about Marvel Rivals after promoting it, by the way, even though it didn't make sense for you to promote it at the period of time. What about back then? What about when people just wanted to play a fucking game and you flipped your fucking lid over somebody choosing to angle a camera to show a butt? You flipped your lid and started demanding it gets censored. Even though she'll come out here and openly say, guys, I never said that the First Descendant should be banned. I just equated it to porn. Simultaneously, Melanie Mac believes all porn should be banned. So vis-a-vis, you want it banned. The logical jump there. There's no other path but banning the First Descendant. You wanted it banned. And now you're complaining that people are coming to you saying, why the hell are you supporting this thing that you have stated is against your belief structures, and that you won't support things that are against your belief structures? Now you have people coming to you pointing this out, and you're crying that people are calling you out on this bullshit. You're bawling your eyes out, and you make a fucking video defending your stance, where, guess what? Any normal time of the year, I'd be out here defending you. But after Goodergate, I'm like, okay, throw you to the wolves. I don't care. You've made this your position in life. You get to now lay in your bed.
Right? Unless the lyrics are directly promoting demonic ideology.
Where's the demonic ideology or anything disturbing or abhorrent within the First Descendant? You said it was. You said people that like the First Descendant were on par with demons. That they're no different than the freaking Rainbow Mafia people. Where's the difference in all this? Where is it? Because I actually know. First Descendant doesn't have anything blatant in there except pretty women with scantily clad images. It is your choice to partake in it or not. It's your choice to listen to this music or not. Up to you, Melanie. But hey, we'll finish this because it's so deranged.
Or outright blasphemous to Jesus Christ. I don't care what the personal opinions or politics. Sorry, I got a free croissant today. I know, I'm carnivore, but it was free. They gave it to me at the coffee place. I couldn't.
Well, let's be fair here. If somebody gave me something free, even though it wasn't in my diet, I'd probably eat it too.
Okay, anyway. But why would I care? This is just some weird chronically online behavior to me.
No. This is people holding you to account. This is people holding you to your position. And Lance Thrustcock, good name, by the way, says it in the fucking chat. It's rules for thee, but not for me. People are holding you account. People are holding you to the position that you yourself have taken. You took the position as to, hey, all this stuff is bad and you shouldn't support it. Well, guess what? My Chemical Romance is in that massive background, and you still support it. You went there. You gave them money. Hey, welcome to this. Guess what? You now support kids lopping their junk off. And you might be sitting here thinking I'm being hyperbolic. That's the position she's taken on many different things. When it came to Sydney Sweeney, she said people that are praising Sydney Sweeney and think she's beautiful and wonderful and all this awesome stuff and not calling her a fucking whore, one day you'll be out there promoting Dylan Mulvaney. And it's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? And I see Alpha Omega just DM'd me something. Let me give me a second. Let me refresh real quick, Alpha Omega, so I can get what you sent me. Holy. From Loudwire. Why I don't want to do this. Shut up. Why some My Chemical Romance fans are upset over their weird demonic stage production. Huh. You made this your bed. You've done this to yourself, Melanie. So now, okay, look, well, you don't really need the mastectomy because you don't really have anything up there, but let's get you ready for a fake dick. Let's go. You're obviously a trans now. You're obviously a queerdo. You're obviously a part of all that stuff. I mean, that's your own standards. That's your own beliefs. And people are holding you to your own fucking beliefs.
I don't get it. Same thing if I talk about a movie or something. Oh, I really like this movie, but it's got such and such actor in it. Don't you know that they do this and they do that, or their favorite or their.
Wait a minute. But hey, I like Sydney Sweeney. I like Sydney Sweeney. I like her movies. Mainly because she's in them. I like seeing Sydney Sweeney. Didn't you just take the stance last fucking week that we shouldn't be propping up Sydney Sweeney as some sort of beautiful woman because she's a porn star in your eyes? That was just last week. Hey, hypocrisy, huh? Melanie Mac didn't. If Melanie Mac wasn't a hypocrite, she'd have no standards in life. That's what we're discovering through this.
Politics are. It's like, am I supposed to care? I just think they're good in that movie. Like, I get it. Let's not promote actual degeneracy in society. Trust me. But come on.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Aren't several of the songs that My Chemical Romance sings, about walking down the street? Maybe, doing some other things. I'm trying to dance around TOS right now that aren't so good. She literally reversed course on her Sydney comments. This biatch has no principles. Yes! Legitimately, yes, she has zero principles. My Chemical Romance sings about literally offing people and death and all sorts of awful things. I like their music. I don't give a shit. But hey, we should be promoting stuff in society. Well, technically their music does this, but you don't see a whole lot of people doing it because of their music. You don't see people doing this shit. But you took this stance, Melanie, and I'm done listening to the bitch, okay? I'm done listening to the bitch. But this also brings me, obviously, here. You literally freak out when people play games with attractive women in it and say how they like Sydney Sweeney. You have no room to talk. But through all this, I bring you over here to her account, and not a whole lot of people can see this, and I get this. I can take one good long look at her account. If you guys go over to her account, and I'm going to double check that I have this pulled up right now, because I don't think I do. I can go grab this real quick. If you guys go to her account, okay, what you will see, if you're not already following her, is this, and I'm pulling up Yeet to help out with this. Melanie Mac has gone private on Twitter. She protected her entire account, and Package Girl has it over here. Even her Bible account has been protected, has been shut down. And obviously she's up here saying, hey, keep my account on private because these H1 bots are out of control. I hate it here. Follow me on YouTube or Insta. And furthering this, oh, there's this. I didn't see this one yet. This will be interesting. Looking at all this, where's the H1? Where's the H1B topics at all? Where are these H1 bots? Anything like this? I'm not seeing this. Before we watch this video that I obviously didn't know existed, let's see. Let's scroll here. H1B, 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 H1B. I'm not, seeing anything about H1B. Not. She did a 6-minute video saying she's quitting Twitter. Well, I mean, before we watch that video, she's already saying it's because of the bots, it's because of H1B, it's because of all this. Let's not mince fucking words here. She's quitting Twitter because of the My Chemical Romance pushback. You want to know why? You want to know why? Let's go back here. Random video. Oh, well, her QTs are off now. I saw this, and I did take a screenshot. She turned off her QTs now. You can't quote tweet it, but the first one that she turned off quote tweets for were this. She shuts it down after the My Chemical Romance pullback. After everything that was going on there, she shuts down her account. And she's coming out here saying, it's because of H1 bots, guys. It's because of H1 bots. It's because of the fucking blowback. It's because of the positions she herself has taken throughout everywhere else on the internet. And now blocks her account. She's been deleting comments on her YouTube channel calling her a hypocrite, her hypocrisy out. Oh, wouldn't shock me because, hey, the only people that are in existence to defend her are Quarter Pounder. Quarter Pounder is the only person out there that will probably defend her on all this, because when people start looking at all the stances she has taken, it's inconsistent and it doesn't make any logical sense. But hey, there's a 6-minute video here. Let's check out the 6-minute video. By the way, I do see you, Grump. How are you? Oh, fuck. Fuck goddamn X video. Screw this shite. Okay, pulling it up now. Obviously gonna turn off background music, but let's see what she had to say here. This is her 6-minute video.
Hey guys, so I'm making a video on this because the drama tubers and drama accounts on X have already been circulating stuff, and I didn't realize I was that important that me privating my...
No, it's because you're so deranged and you're a literal lolcow. People like to laugh at you. I mean, you're a hypocrite, you're a narcissist, you're up there with freaking Quarter Pounder. Yeah, everybody likes to acknowledge you. You could come out here and say, I didn't know I was that important. You've done this to yourself. You've made yourself this important, and now people like to point and laugh. Point and laugh at the cow! Point and laugh at the freak! That's what people like to do. I mean, you've done this to yourself, honey. You're one of the biggest drama accounts out there. You get involved in literally everything. So if you're going to come out here and go like, oh my God, I can't believe people are talking about me. This is all you've ever wanted. But guess what? The blowback was so large this time. You're running in shame and trying to make this whole narrative.
Account would already make news types, drama news. So I'm kind of honored that I have that kind of impact. But
I wouldn't have that honor. No, not in this instance. This isn't like Asmongold here. This is a lolcow. I mean, you're no real different than Boogie. You're just a thin Boogie. You're a thin Review Tech USA.
I just wanted to make a video to talk about it. Some of you guys already saw this, that was going to be happening, because I've talked about it in videos for weeks to a month-ish now, where I have been praying about if I should get off of X. Before I continue, I'm just calling it a break right now. I don't know. I'm calling it a break. I'm gonna take off.
She'll be back. You want to know why she'll be back? You need X to promote yourself. You can do a lot on Instagram. You can. You can do a whole lot on Instagram. X is still the main hub. And people like Melanie here, who likes to say, you know, the saucy things, can't really say the saucy things over on Instagram that much. So you need X to promote yourself. Without X, you have no ability to actually promote yourself, especially in the camp that Melanie Mac has positioned herself in. So she will be back. She requires it. She might take, you know, some time off to mentally heal, because even I say, hey, take time off the internet. Anybody that takes time away from X or the internet in general, they always feel better. So she'll obviously take time off, but she's gonna be back. You can't not be back. Somebody like Melanie, who lives off the attention, she'll be back.
Off premium. I'm not paying for premium.
Bullshit. You're gonna be paying for the fucking premium. I call bullshit on that.
Or anything like that. So if you are a paid subscriber here on my X account,
I call bullshit. You want to know why I call bullshit? She loves those freaking dollars she gets on X. She loves it. The subscriber money, all that. She loves it. That's why she goes out there and makes these fucking deranged takes like Sydney Sweeney or anything like that. She loves the deranged takes and she gets money for it. It's all for the fucking clicks. She will 110% come back and pay for premium. That way she can get money.
Thank you so much for the support. It means a lot, but I'm pretty sure if I take premium away, that goes away. And obviously I wouldn't want you guys to pay for something where I'm not even posting content anymore. So, thank you for being there and for supporting everything that I was doing on X. So from the bottom of my heart, it means a lot, and I'm so grateful for all of you. And I hope that you're okay with this decision, but I have.
Why would they have to be okay with this decision? That it's not their decision to make. It's your decision. Why would you leaving have to be like, hey, I hope you're okay with me leaving? You're not dying. You're not quitting. You're just taking a break from X. Why would they have to be okay with that? Why do you hope that they're okay with you taking a break from X? Oh, it's because you're addicted. It's because you're a hypocrite. You're addicted. You're connected to all this stuff. You want them to feel okay because you don't feel okay. Doesn't fucking matter. You're too parasocial into all this, Melanie. Get the fuck off your own high horse here.
I felt convicted to do this. I deleted the Grok app, as a lot of you know, because I talked about that. I deleted the Grok app because I started feeling really uneasy about a lot of the AI stuff. And especially once the AI companions dropped and things like that, I saw that this was going in a really degenerate place with the whole Grok thing.
You went to a My Chemical Romance, shut up about the degen shit, and it takes a lot of fucking work to actually get her to do any of the degen shit. Shut the fuck up. You're a hypocrite. You're just making excuses now.
And even beyond just the degeneracy, because obviously we don't have to use those features, right? I didn't want to support something that pushes these transhumanist type things, that pushes just blatant perversion and things like that. And
then why were you on X to begin with? X is littered with fucking porn. Like, there's an entire discussion we can have about X and just how prolific porn is on X. I couldn't, for a later topic here for like Fillion and VTubers, I type in Fillion, who's a safe for work content creator. I'm trying to scroll through the news about the situation that's going on with her. And the next fucking thing I see is, well, there's full on porn. Well, congratulations. We could have a discussion about that. But you're on X to begin with. And if you're this whole anti-porn person, why the fuck aren't you advocating for porn to X to be banned? Oh, well, you're not. You're just running and hiding because of the pushback.
It looks like that's the direction that it's going.
It's been going.
And I felt convicted to uninstall it, so I did. I didn't sit right with my spirit, and I don't want to invite that in my home. So I uninstalled it, then, because I used to have the app. And then I blocked Grok from my X account in general, which I also made a post about that.
You can do that? Excuse me. Sorry about that. You can block Grok? I mean, I shouldn't be shocked, but at the same time, if you block Grok, can it interact with you? Or does it freak out? Because Grok is integrated in X. It doesn't matter if you block it or not. It sees everything that you're on because you're on X. Static, I know you're in chat, buddy. I see you right there calling her a crazy cat lady. We have tests that we need to do.
But also, the rise of the H1B bots that I call them, it's, you know, it reads like a bunch of I'm convinced that there's a Muslim psyop of.
What the fuck is going on here? What? Wait. I'm not like ADDing out here. I'm not doing any of that. I'm trying to follow along. Where did the fucking Muslim shit come from? What? She goes from their H1B to immediately Muslim. What the hell just literally happened there? I am lost. I'm like following along, you know, here's the path already. You're a schizo crazy cat lady that doesn't make much sense. But then out of nowhere, we're in Muslims. Oh, what? You know what? I take it back from earlier. Hank Hill going to Saudi Arabia makes a whole lot more sense now. Mainly because this makes zero sense. This hoe's nuts, says Crump. Are you out of your goddamn mind, lady? That's what I'm thinking, Jack. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know what's happening.
Like Pakistani or I don't know where else, but these actual bot farms where there's technically a person behind it, but it's someone from India or Pakistan or.
It's always India, okay? We always know it's a 7-Eleven employee. Okay, bot farms, which I'm 100% believing that you have employed.
Something that's meant to push certain narratives. It looks like that. I obviously can't say that's guaranteed the case, but it looks like that. And what I notice on X right now is there's definitely some demonic ideologies and narratives that are being pushed on the platform. And I made a video talking about Elon Musk also punishing Christian accounts. There's a Bible account that I am mutuals with that had their account demonetized, even though...
I'm gonna need some hard fucking facts there, honey. I'm gonna need some hard fucking evidence for all that shit. So I don't see him going after Christians. Everybody always wants to say he's going after this, he's going after that. I don't fucking see it. Where the hell did that come from? She doesn't know what she's talking about. The bot farms are in Bangladesh. Oh, that's also true. Bangladesh. But that's in India. Not Muslim. That's in India. That would be Hindi. Yeah, she's literally just going on about nonsense right now. I'm so lost on all this shit. I'm not gonna sit here and say like, hey, X isn't doing things that it probably shouldn't be doing. But I have not seen any attacks on Christianity. The most I've seen is like this weird promotion of a guy named John Della Rose who goes, well, I mean, he's Catholic, not really Christian, but again, that's an argument for another time. But he's everywhere. Bro, legitimately, you can't talk about John Della Rose without him magically appearing in your comment. It is nightmarish and insane.
All they do is post Bible verses. And I feel uneasy with the platform.
I call bullshit that all they did was post Bible verses. I call bullshit.
I feel uneasy with what Elon Musk is trying to bring out into the world. And I just felt the conviction. And I felt like oh
God. You want to know the most annoying shit about this? She's hiding behind the Bible again. She's hiding behind the Bible. It's her usual playbook when she starts getting really big pushback on literally anything. She hides behind the Bible. Go all the way back here to this video. This fucking video. Okay? And this video is unhinged. It's over 20 minutes long. And I'm scrolling through it because I'm looking for a specific moment. A moment that it lives rent-free in my head just because of how, like, perfect it was and how I call so much bullshit on what the hell she did here. Where is it? I don't know if I can find it. She pulls a literal Bible out. I'm not even making that up. Like, there's a Bible right next to her PC, and that Bible looks pristine. She apparently does all this Bible verses and stuff like this all the time. That Bible looked freaking pristine. And she's like, I have the Bible. I have my God. I have all this. No. You're hiding behind it again. You've done this shit before. I've seen you do this multiple times now. When you come out here, have a really hot fucking take, and then start getting called out, you say, but the Bible. The Bible. You use it as a sword and a shield in the most despicable and disgusting ways. I hate it. I hate when people do that because it tells me you're not a real Christian. You want to hide behind it every chance you have because my God told me to do this thing. My God told me to call all the gooners out because they're all demonic monsters. Well, at the same time, I'm going to go to a My Chemical Romance concert and ignore all the hypocrisy of my actions there because God told me I could do it. That's all you do. Oh, that's all you've ever done. She loved Twitter when she could get away with saying, yep. I'm not going to lie, she does. And I still say it on Twitter. Guess what? I don't give a shit. Because if you want to know a fun fact, about saying the F slur, you can say it if you pay for premium, and they won't throttle you for saying it. That's actually a fun fact. You can still say it, not abbreviated or anything, and they won't throttle you as long as you pay for premium. How else are you gonna do your shtick, Melanie? How else? Oh wait, but your shtick's running up because everybody just says the F slur now.
I needed to get off this app. Now, if the bots die down, if a lot of the propaganda bots die down, because that's the thing. I put my account on private. I didn't just leave, and I just put it on private because I would block these accounts, a ton of them every day, and they keep coming back.
Yeah, I have them all in my messages right now. They're freaking annoying. Guess what? I ignore them like an adult.
Because I mean, you can't outblock a bot farm. And some people may see them less than others, but they are in my mentions constantly.
Okay.
And so I know a lot of the drama accounts and this and that want to make up narratives and say I can't take criticism, which is hilarious because I've been on the internet for 15 years, 16 years, well, longer.
Well, you can't take criticism. Every time you start getting pushback on literally anything, you either double down or start hiding behind the Bible. Again, Goonergate, Sydney Sweeney. Right now, yes, you literally can't take criticism. Anybody saying that it's because the H1 bots, bull fucking shit.
Than that, but since social media, since I started actually creating content, because I've been on the internet on forums and stuff since I was a teenager, and
well, that's a problem.
Yeah, so I don't care about getting criticism. I get those on all the other platforms, so I'm not leaving those. My thing is, I just feel
it's because this is the biggest platform and you can't handle the criticism on the biggest platform.
Uneasy in my spirit, and I know some people, they still wanted me there because, hey, you can be one of the good guys on here, you can share the word of God, and my other account, my Bible account, which I'm posting this on both, but
your Bible account is privated. Legitimately, her Bible account is privated. I didn't even know she had a Bible account. Why did you private your Bible account? That doesn't make any sense. Is it because you knew people were going to end up hunting it down, figuring out that you're still on X, you're not running away, so it doesn't even make sense? Nothing here is making sense. There's bots over on Instagram. There's bots everywhere. Why the fuck are you running it? The bots don't make sense. The only thing that makes sense is this is the largest platform. More eyes are over here on X. People can see your unhingedness on a daily basis, and the criticism got too much. The bots don't make sense. Everybody gets bots. If you're going to call the bots out, okay, welcome to the club. We always do this. What else? Legitimately, what else is the problem?
It's sharing the word of God, but I just... a part of it, I kind of was struggling with that because it's like, yeah, I want to keep posting that here, but I just don't feel right about the platform. I don't feel right what is happening, and I don't want to support it. I don't want to support it with my money, and I don't want to support it with creating content there. So that's where I'm at now. If things change, I might be back. But I don't know. Right now, at the very least, I need a break. I wasn't even... It was like, I just had to make this video because the drama account started going crazy. I was just like,
how are they going to see this video if you privated their account? How are they supposed to see any of this if you privated it? I get blocked and suspended for asking questions. She thinks she's special. Yeah, Weasel got blocked. No, Weasel lost his Twitter account. He's on a second Twitter account, and he did nothing. He just lost it, and he couldn't fight against it or anything. Weasel gets blocked out the blue, out of pocket. She runs and hides because of bots? Bullshit. Bullshit. You've had a multitude of bots in your fucking mentions by now. Multitude. You've done something. You got pushed back. That's the reason you're running. It ain't because of anything else. And if you're going to come out here and cry because of the pushback, you're saying you're not crying but because of the pushback and because I got God on my side, but bullshit, that's why you're running. You're running and hiding because of the pushback.
thought that my bios were sufficient on this, but that's
Nobody
where I'm at
believes
right
them.
now. I'm praying about things, and who knows what's going to happen in the future if I do come back. But right now, this is where I'm at. I'm on a break, and we'll see.
On a break? What? Just say I'm on a break. What? Why do you have to do the air quotes around break? Say I'm on a break. I'm going to figure out whether or not I'm going to delete it or not. What? Why air quotes? Oh, because you're not really on a break. You're waiting till the criticism dies down. Guess what? You're in the algorithm. Yeet, push this everywhere. People know exactly what's going on right now. It's pretty fucking easy to figure out where this is all going, and everybody knows it's because of the criticism. This isn't rocket science here, honey.
If that is a permanent break from this app or not. If you do want to follow me elsewhere, I post on YouTube a lot. I have 2 different channels. I have Melanie Mac Go Boom, and I have Bible Time with Melanie Mac. So I would be happy to see y'all there. I'm on Instagram. I always post stories on there. I know it's kind of, it's not the most in fashion app right now, but I have fun with it because I love posting stories.
You can do the same thing on X. You know, there's a lot of people that just post and ghost. They post, mute the thing that they just posted and then walk away. Why don't you do that? Oh, wait, you're a woman. You don't know how to use the internet.
And just sharing what I'm doing during my day and stuff like that.
The timing's too obvious, says Static. Yeah, it's too obvious. I'm sorry. It's too fucking obvious. You can hide behind the my bots. I'm getting bots too. I get a lot of weird shit in my mentions. I turn off my notifications or I close the app. Like, none of this makes sense. The only thing that does make sense is she's internet addicted and the pushback got too hard and she couldn't handle it. If Alpha Omega said was true, again, Alpha Omega said that she's deleting comments of people calling her a hypocrite. I could believe it. I can believe it. From Melanie, I can believe it because she wants consistency. She wants a consensus on her ideas. She wants people to constantly agree with her. I could 100% believe that she is deleting comments of people calling her the fuck out because she needs to be called out. She needs to be called out more. Quarter Pounder can't fucking protect her forever. The fact that Quarter Pounder hasn't called her out and calls everything else out but hasn't called her out, bull fucking shit. Quarter Pounder simps harder for her. You have one of the hardest fucking simps on your goddamn side. Bull fucking shit. You're running away because of my bots. You're running because Quarter Pounder can't even defend you anymore. That's why. Even though he's still probably trying to defend you tooth and fucking nail. She wants somewhere her simp mob can curate so she never sees anything negative. Yep.
So, if you guys want to keep up with me, you can. And if you don't, and your platform is just X, hey, thank you so much for being on this journey with me for...
Oh my god, that is the gayest fucking thing you could ever say, calling it a journey. Hey guys, thank you for being on this journey with me. I so fucking that's super fucking gay. It doesn't matter if you're a girl or not. That's so fucking gay.
Since I've been here since 2009 on this app. Thank you for supporting me and following me and just, yeah, being there.
I'm gonna be honest here. If anybody's followed her since 2009 up until now, there's a lot of things wrong with them. There's a lot wrong with them. She had very different opinions back in 2009.
So thank you for that. But anyway, that's what I have to say about this. I hope that it clears things up. You guys know where else you can find me if you want to. And if you don't, I respect that as well.
Nah, I'm not. I'm done with this shit. People know exactly what the fuck's going on here. Why? Seriously, Bible time. Okay, if Bible time is just posting Bible verses, why leave? The bot thing doesn't make sense. If this is here, why leave? Hey, isn't it the moment you deactivate your premium, you lose your check mark? You don't keep it. She still has her check mark, so she obviously hasn't gotten rid of premium. But she posted this 5 hours ago. Nothing here makes sense. As soon as I saw the Grok image thing, I canceled my subscription. It's been building anyways, but this getting out of hand. None of this shit makes sense. None of this shit makes sense. No. Grok making images. Every other app makes images. Every other AI app makes images. Why the fuck are you freaking out about this one? In fact, there's a religious app out there, a religious AI that's uncensored. Why aren't you promoting that one? Tim Pool promotes it all the time. Why aren't you talking about that one? See, there's a lot of shit here that doesn't make sense. It's not adding up. Nothing here makes sense. The only thing that does make sense, pushback, criticism, mounting, and people called you out and you couldn't handle it. And now all you have are your simps around because nothing else makes sense. No, you're hiding behind my Bible again. That's all I can see is you're hiding behind my Bible. Everything else feels like bullshit. And when I called her out, not like, here, I'll come over here. I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna come over here. Okay. I pointed this out to somebody. Pointed this out. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. Right here. on the yeet thing, okay? On the yeet thing, I responded, has nothing to do with H1B stuff. It has everything to do with her being a hypocrite. That's not true, says Joe Bryan, okay? Not trying to call you out. I'm just pointing this out. Literally is. You can even see it on her Twitter page. If you look at her Twitter page, everything there. The last thing was being called out as a massive fucking hypocrite and then going bye-bye. Oh, she is a hypocrite, but that's not the reason she deactivated her account. Then why did she do it? The only thing that makes sense is her being a hypocrite. That's the only thing that makes sense. Pushback got too big. Nobody huge is defending her anymore. And the people that are huge that are defending her, let's be fair here, they're lol cows. Chrissy Mares? Listen, I love Chrissy. I think she's funny. I'm not going to do what Chrissy tells me to do. And I think Chrissy is backing wrong horses constantly. For fuck's sake, she kind of defended Nick Rekieta. Nothing here is making sense, and the only thing that does make sense is the hypocrisy and the fucking criticism. That's it. But that's my take on that one. I could see her thinking Jesus AI is the devil. I could agree with that. Nah. Well, actually, she probably would say that it is the devil, but there's religious AIs out there. There's decent AIs out there, and if you're fighting back against AI, well, you're very fucking late on that one. That's my take. Is what it is.